So welcome, it's 10 o'clock. Take a nice deep inhale, raising your arms, big stretch, exhale, hands to your heart. So today is shoulders and balancing. So we're gonna take a moment to reach our arms up towards the ceiling and then interlace your fingers, palms up towards the ceiling and stretch up as far as you can, pressing down firmly with your feet. As you exhale, we're gonna side bend. Let your hips shift to the side as you reach with your arms, looking up to the inside of your elbow. Take a nice deep inhale to reach a little bit deeper. Exhale, come back to center. Again, inhale to extend, and then exhale to reach. Hips are shifting to the side. Again, inhale, look up to the inside of your elbow, and then exhale to come back to center. Bring your arms way back, and then we're gonna take our fist towards our kidney or back, lower back, and we're gonna press into our lower back gently. As our back presses into our fist, we feel a nice stretch here through your shoulder. Take a nice deep inhale, opening up through the chest. Exhale, pull the ribs in so abs are engaged and allow your elbow to reach back towards your middle back. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, go ahead and release. Switching sides, so pressing your fist into your other kidney, holding your hand, the other hand behind, keeping it in the spot, pushing gently into your lower back. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, bringing your elbow back towards the middle of your back. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, go ahead and release. So taking your other arm in front, so dropping your shoulder down, pressing your arm against your other arm, and your other arm is pulling so that you feel a nice stretch here in the front of your shoulder. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, release, switching sides. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, try to drop your shoulder, pushing your arm against your other arm. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, release. And so one of my favorites, taking your fingers to your thumb, one arm is palm is facing up, the other one's facing back, and switching, letting your shoulders rotate. So one of my reasons why I really like doing shoulders is a few years ago, way back in my 20s when I was a personal trainer for a couple years, one of the things that was really puzzling for me was frozen shoulder. People would come in, they were perfectly healthy, exercised, ate well, and then they ended up with frozen shoulder. And it was just from lack of mobility. And so it takes a long time to get back from that. So it's really important to provide some love to our shoulders, both in flexibility and strength. So we're gonna take a nice deep inhale, bring it forward and up. As you exhale, bring it back and down. Again, inhale forward and up, exhale back and down and reverse. So inhale back and up, exhale forward and down. One more time, inhale back and up, exhale forward and down. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the floor. Coming down with a sun salutation. So toes together, heels are slightly apart. Take a nice deep inhale. Raise your arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bow down towards your legs. It's the first forward bend. So if you feel like you need to micro bend in your knees, just avoid pulling in the back of the knees, feel free. You can have your fingertips to the floor as you bow down, looking between your legs, or you can hold the back of your legs. One more deep inhale, leaning forward towards the toes so you really feel that hamstring stretch. As you exhale, release your hands to the floor, step back into your plank, lower down to your knees, and then lower down your chest super slow. So from here, we're gonna take our fingers wide, come onto the fingertips, squeeze the shoulder blades together, inhale to lift up. Keep the tops of your feet down as you lift. Exhale to roll down. And then we're going to switch so that the right shoulder lifts, left shoulder comes down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down, switching sides. So right shoulder is down, left shoulder is up. Inhale to lift, and exhale to come down. And then we're going to go into downward facing dog. So I'm just pushing my hands back towards underneath the shoulders, and then curl the toes under, come back up into an inverted V. So we're going to lift our hips up and back, pushing the floor away with your palms. Spread your fingers wide, press through your palms and your fingertips. As you exhale, pull the lower belly up and in, feel the sides of your waist pulling in and protecting the back by engaging the core. Take one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, looking forward towards the hands, come back into a plank position and then lower down to your knees for tabletop position. So you're just going to stretch out the shoulders again using thread the needle. So take your right hand, making sure it's underneath your shoulder for stability. Left arm rises, lift it up, look up to your left fingers. As you exhale, thread the needle through, come down to your shoulder inside of the head. Use your right hand to push into the floor to lift your shoulder up, and you should feel a nice stretch in the back of your shoulder. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, releasing, switching sides. So right arm lifts, exhale, thread the needle through, coming to the side of the head and shoulder, press your left hand into the floor to open your chest, looking up towards the ceiling or to the side. Feeling the back of the shoulder stretch. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, release, come back into tabletop. And we're just going to take the right knee, cross it behind your left, and then sit back as if you're sitting onto your feet and feel a nice stretch in your back. Reach your right hand back towards the side, sitting back so you feel a nice stretch in your lower back. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, release. Come back into tabletop, repositioning your knees. Crossing the left knee behind this time, sitting back towards the right, reaching your left hand across. Nice big lower back stretch. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, release. Come back into tabletop. So now we're going to go onto the elbows. So you're onto the forearms, making sure your elbows are shoulder width apart. Just kind of bring your hands to your elbow, and just where your fingertips curl, that's where your elbows should be positioned, right underneath the shoulders. And then go ahead and bring your hands in front. You might need to lift your elbows because your skin might have been twisted from doing that. And then you can either have your hands flat, but if your wrists aren't happy there, you can also do your hands with your thumbs pointing up, or even interlace your fingers together, tuck your pinky finger under. So it's up to you. We're gonna go into like a dolphin push-up. So lift up to your tippy toes. And as you inhale, you're gonna go back, look back between your hands. And as you exhale, bring your nose past your fingertips. Inhale, bring yourself back. Exhale, go back towards, past your fingertips, I should say. So inhale back, exhale forward, and this is called dolphin push-up. So these are really great for your shoulders. So we're gonna do 10. So that's 5, 6, we're gonna go a little bit faster, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then scooch your feet back into plank position so that your back is flat. Extending your heels, flex your feet so your heels are pressing away from you. We're gonna hold plank onto the elbows for 5 deep breaths. So making sure you're pulling in your lower belly up and in. You can either, again, interlace the fingers, hands flat, whatever feels good for you. Breathing so that you are extending your spine with each inhale. And then as you exhale, belly pulls in towards your spine. So you're looking towards your hands. All right, so we're gonna go back into dolphin push-ups. So tippy toe your feet towards your body. So you're back into the inverted V, downward dog position. As you inhale, you're gonna look past your fingers. Exhale, push onto your elbows, looking back between your feet. Inhale, nose past your hands. Exhale, nose past your elbows. Inhale, exhale. So it's 3, we're gonna go to 10. 4, 5, 6, still in an inverted V, hips are high. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So coming back into plank. So hips are parallel to the ground, back is flat, heels are pressing against an imaginary wall. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last round. Hopefully you're feeling your shoulders by now. Tippy toe your feet back into downward dog position. And then inhale, bring your nose past your hands. Exhale, bring your nose past your elbows. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, feeling my shoulders. And then come back into plank. So elbows underneath the shoulders, back is flat. We're looking past our fingers just a little bit. 5 deep breaths. Make sure you're flexing your heels, pressing your heels away, lifting your legs to parallel to the ground, engaging the core, engaging your glutes. For 3, 2, and 1. So you can drop down to your elbows. Give yourself a little stretch in child's pose, sitting back into your heels, extending your arms away from your body. So we're going to do a little side stretch. So walking your hands towards the right, tensing the fingers. It feels really good to stretch out your arms. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cross over to the left. And come back to center. And then lying down onto your belly, working the back of the shoulders this time. So coming into a Superman or Superwoman position. So you're gonna bring your feet together so they're touching, flexing the glutes, engage the core, pull your lower belly up and in, squeeze your shoulder blades, inhale, lift your chest so that you're feeling like you're flying. Arms are reaching back towards the toes, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to bring our arms to airplane. Keep lifting for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go to swimmers. So lift your arms. Now lift your legs. An opposite arm and opposite leg are going to lift and flutter for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So come back into your child's pose. Feel a nice stretch through your back. Yes, we're going to do that 2 more times. So roll yourself back onto your tummies. Getting ready for your Superman or Superwoman. Bring your toes together so you're touching, flexing the glutes, squeezing the abs, bring your arms back, inhale, lift your shoulder blades, lift your arms. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to airplane for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your legs, bring your arms in front and flutter for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Sit back into your child's pose. And yes, we still will do some balancing after this. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, last one. So coming back to your bellies, big toes touching, squeeze the legs together, arms going back, lift the shoulders as you inhale. looking just about a foot in front, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Airplane, arms into a T position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift arms, lift legs, and swim for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Sit back into your child's pose. Awesome. So if you like, you can wring out your wrists. Give yourself a nice stretch by bringing your hands behind in reverse prayer. So sometimes both hands behind in this position might be uncomfortable. So you can just alternate, do one at a time. If you're able to do both, press your palms together. And then that sheet I showed you last week, you can gently push into the wall, just lean into the wall to press your elbow in towards you. And you can shimmy your hands up a little higher. So just leaning into the wall, elbow is leaning into the wall to push my hands up a little higher on the back. All right, so bring out the fingers, getting ready for a balancing pose. So on the theme of shoulders, we're gonna do baby crow. Since we did crow, side crow, baby crow. So baby crow is related to those dolphin push-ups where you're onto your elbows. It looks harder than it really is. It's actually one of an easier arm balance because you're using your full forearms for this position. So making sure your elbows are shoulder width apart, hands in front. I like to have my hands flat for more surface areas for balancing. I'm gonna come up, just lifting my knees just enough so that I can tippy toe my feet closer towards my forearms. I'm gonna tuck my knees right into my armpits. I'm gonna look forward. As I look forward, I'm leaning forward and then my toes can lift off the ground. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just gonna flex my feet, leaning back, come back onto my knees and stretch it out. And roll yourself back up. Give yourself a nice little neck stretch. So hands behind the head, interlace your fingers. And you're just gonna rest your arms on the back of the head. Chin's tucking in. We're not pushing on the head, we're just letting the weight of the arms help stretch the back of the neck. Open up your chest, look up towards the ceiling, elbows back. And then exhale to gently release. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.